Wait a second, this isn't a guitar. This is the Silver Creator Award thingy thing for 100,000 subscribers, which I really want to thank you for, because without you this wouldn't have been possible. So thank you so much again and again. How are you doing? Today I'm going to show you how to play Fooled by Love by Demarco. The song was requested by all these people. Thank you all so much for your comments. So I was away for a couple of weeks since I needed a bit of a break, and I was also quite busy at the end, but I'm very happy to be back. I will always be back. I also want to thank all of you for the ongoing support. I received quite a lot of very kind messages on Instagram, which I truly appreciate, so thank you for that. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to play all the parts of this song. I will first play the song in its entirety along with the tabs, and then afterwards I will explain everything in a lot more detail, which can be quite useful in the song since it is quite a bit of a tricky song at some parts. So yeah, we can go through all the difficult parts together. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, check out the Discord, links are in the description. Also I have quite a few new patrons to thank, which I will do at the end of the video, but thank you so much already, I truly appreciate it. And now let's get into the song. I will be playing the song on an acoustic guitar, but you can also play it on electric guitar or whatever you like. And the song isn't out yet, so I will be basing everything on his live performances that he has done so far on this song. Let's get into the video now. Yes. So the song is just in standard tuning. You do need to put a capo on the 4th fret over here, but that's all. Yes. the song was a bit tricky. There are really two things that are quite tricky. Besides that, it's not too difficult. There's quite a lot of repetition going on. But yeah, let's just go through the song together. A lot of things repeat themselves, which is useful. But let's get into the song now. Okay. The first thing that we encounter that can be quite tricky is the first chord really is this. I'm really focusing on this G chord that he's really playing. And what he's doing, he isn't doing this, but he's playing the notes separately, but only, it's almost like he's strumming the chord, like he's doing this instead of, but he's doing it very quickly, so it sounds like this. You hear that? Now, to train this, it can be quite tricky in the beginning. What I recommend you to do is first to be able to do it like this, you know, just playing the strings at the same time, and then doing it separately, so really slowly at first. And slowly building up your speed. So using your thumb, index finger, middle finger. Like that. And then when you do it quickly, it sounds like this. You can also hear him sort of practice this, or do it really, at the beginning of one of his live performances where he goes. So that's a technique that you should try to practice. He's using it in multiple occasions in the song. If it's really too tricky in the beginning, you can also just drum the chords like this, or pick the chords like this. So just playing the notes together, like instead of so, just like that. So the beginning of the song is this. This is, you will find this part in the verse and in the intro. What you can do is you can play this first chord with your thumb, your index finger and your middle finger, and then play this first note, the second fret on the G string, with your index finger on your right hand and your middle finger on your left hand. So, and then for the open B string, you use your ring finger on your right hand. So you're using your thumb for the E string, your index finger for the D string, your middle finger for the G string, and your ring finger for the B string. So also this note, the first fret on the B string, you also do with your ring finger of your right hand. You don't have to, you do have time to play those notes with your middle finger, whatever you like, but I recommend you to do it like I just taught you. Then you have this chord, and again, so for this chord, he's doing the exact same thing where he plays the notes separately, really quickly, and for this chord you use your thumb, index finger, middle finger and ring finger, so like that. If it's too difficult, you can also just do, that would work as well. And then you play the notes separately, so all the bass notes are played with your thumb, so it goes like. I will do the whole thing slowly again. Like that. So you can see in the tabs when there's this text icon, how do you call it, this figure, means that you have to play the notes really quickly separately. I will do it slowly again. Try to find this rhythm in your thumb and in your other finger, so. So it's. At the end. Now this chord can be also quite tricky to play. You have to sort of stretch your index finger over the D and the G string, like this. Like you're almost playing an A chord, but then right there you can just bar your index finger over here and then place your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, ring finger 3rd fret of the B string, pinky 3rd fret of the E string. So, like that. So that's the first part of the verse and the intro. Then the second part is this. So, same as before, and then again same as before, and then you go to this chord. And it's nice, it's quite an easy chord because you're doing almost the exact same thing over here. It's the same chord as this one, but then you simply only adjust your middle finger and your index finger one step down. So, you see that? My left hand isn't moving that much. You can keep your index finger or your ring finger and your pinky at the same place. So, and this again, same technique. Then the end of the intro and the verse, or the end of the intro, goes like this. So the beginning is the exact same again, and then again the same as before, but then it goes, which is quite a difficult chord. So you move from here to here. What you're basically doing, you're moving your index finger over here. Instead of borrowing these two notes, you're borrowing these two notes. So, can be a tricky chord. Yeah, there's not an easier way to play this. It's just you have to stretch your index finger, place your middle finger over here and your ring finger over here. If it's a bit difficult, try to place your palm. Try to move your wrist a bit or your thumb. A lot of times, moving those two in a different position might help make play the chord a bit easier. Also, moving your guitar a bit more towards the sky can help as well. I will do it slowly once more. So for this last part, you can just move your ring finger away. So you go from like that, and then I will play that slowly as well. So, and this second note you play with your pinky. So you go. And this chord over here with the 1 and the 3 underneath each other, or yeah, close to each other. You play the bass note with your thumb and the 3rd fret on the A string with your index finger. So like that. You can see my middle finger and thumb. Ciao. Like that. So I will do it slowly in its entirety. Try to get the motion of switching between your thumb and the rest of your fingers. So. As always, playing it slowly first helps. Also listen to the live recording how he's doing it, and again he switches it up from time to time. So if you're not doing it exactly like him, don't worry, because he's also not doing it exactly like him, because he's switching it up the whole time. Okay, only the verse ends a little bit different. The verse ends like this. So if you compare with what we just did, the ending is a bit different. So it goes. before we also played a D string somewhere in between, but we're not doing that now. So the ending of this part is. So slowly once more, ending of the verses. And then after this he's playing the G string the E string a couple of times like this, with this ring finger on the 3rd fret, which sort of then lets you know that you're going into the chorus. He also says that even. And then the chorus starts, which I will show you now. So it's the same idea as we've seen before, only different melodies. So and you can play these notes with your right hand. You can play the G chord as we've done before. Then 2nd fret on the A string, you can play that with your middle finger. And then the B string notes you can play with your ring finger. So I'm talking about the right hand. So with your left hand you play the 2nd fret of the A string with your index finger, and the 3rd fret of the B string with your ring finger. So, or you can also do it with your pinky. That makes more sense, yeah. This chord can be quite tricky because the capo is in the way. Try to move your index finger away from the capo so there's enough space, and move your wrist a bit more like this for this chord. So. Like that, and you will find this a lot in his in this song. Before he plays the G chord, he does some ba-dum instead of dum. I will do it slowly once more. Like that. And the ending is the same as we've seen before. It goes. So that's the same as we've discussed before. It is a bit of a tricky song. Try to play it at a slower speed. Try to play his live performance at a lower speed. Try to play my performance at a lower speed, because then you don't hear the lyrics, so you can hear very clearly what's going on. Try to get the motion in your thumb, the rhythm of this going on. Play it slowly. It is a slow song, so give yourself the time to switch notes. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. I now want to give a thank you to some of you who have donated and who have become a patron. I truly appreciate you for that. So I want to give a huge thank you to Alex, to Isaac, to Jeremiah, to Jared, to Jose, to Philip, and to Kevin. Thank you so much for becoming a patron. I truly appreciate you for that. And also a huge thank you to Chris Tupas for donating to my PayPal. Thank you so much for your support in this way. Now I really hope to see all of you the next time.